field. That's a huge statement. And Andy, you were there that day at the British Open.
This golf course is playing very difficult right now, but let's just see how it unfolds the next 5 or 6 hours.
Started this one down the right-hand side of the fairway, trying to draw it back a little.
Yeah, doesn't quite get in that primary cut of rough, so the intermediate cut.
From yesterday when guys were walking off saying, hey, it's fair, it's been a tough test, thanks to 10 and Terry.
Except for Casey, who shot a 66 and, as you said, played some different course. Now here's Tiger second at the 10th.
201 yards down the hill. Jeff Ogilvy is laid up out of the fairway bunker on the right.
Fight! Fight! Fight!
And that's what you're going to see all afternoon. Looked like a pretty good shot, but coming out of the rough really had no.
He starts on the front, Woods starting on the back.
At the 10th, this the third for Tiger. Yeah, well done. So he and Jeff Ogilvy with that left for Paul.
On this golf course, even though he missed this green, he had it in the right.
Must have thought it was pretty likely he might have a shot like that here.
So just inside the hole, and he can be reasonably aggressive with it.
Absolutely.
Tiger Woods.
Easy to lose it to that side. This one's a bullet, but he's pulled it.
And works out okay. And Mark talked about it.
And it looks to me like it's going to break to his right.
Should do that. Tiger +2 for the championship. There you see he's breaking. Par fives most of the time are a gimme for this young man.
Now it makes it tough for Tiger anyway when there's only 2 par fives on a golf course, Bob. But when they're 2 pretty tough ones, that makes it even harder. Got to match the pace and the line here.
Well, it's very odd, isn't it, when you're not aggressive, you're a bit defensive, probably more defensive than you are aggressive on a putt like this. Can you imagine how
Judge the wind back down here.
Hey, Mark, how is that wind? Because it had picked up, maybe an hour and 15 minutes ago. Has it died down just a hair since?
I'm looking at the flags up by the clubhouse, and they're not moving very much. I would say 5 to 10 at the most.
Those big flags were straight out about an hour and a half ago when Andy was having lunch, and that usually takes about 12 miles an hour of wind to get those big flags moving. And there you see it down at the green.
Really a whole location you can go right at. It's a little backstop behind the hole, so it should stop fairly quickly.
It's a good looking shot here.
That's what you've said, Andy, and it's totally true. If you're in the rough, I don't think there's any course in the world that if you hit it in the rough that you're in more trouble than Oakmont.
And here's Tiger for back-to-back birdies to get to even for the championship.
It was always left, wasn't it? Sort of a short little stroke for him.
Terrific, depending from your point of view. Oakmont Country Club, if you're a golfer trying to shoot under par, it can be done. We've seen it can be done.
That bogey on 2.
Our coverage continues here on ESPN with Tiger Woods on the 3rd for a birdie. Jimmy Roberts.
Well, Chris, Tiger trying to get one back after that bogey on 2. There can be said there's something such as a good bogey. That was it. He'll have that left for par.
So hard. I mean, we talk about the last year that Winged Foot was +5 to win. And that was the first time over par since the late 70s. Andy North, this is Tiger. Tee shot on the par 5 fourth, and
This is headed way left, Chris.
those would be the church pews.
Say before the tall grass there, Chris. And Raj, I would think with that distance, a safe shot would be a 9 or a wedge.
Well, we must have seen earlier the crater from where the ball landed. I thought that was a ball. I thought he was further back in the stand, in the bunker, away from the pew. But you can see not much here, just a wedge up and out.
Well, the club turned over on him again. Oh, that was fortunate. That ball could have kicked left back into the church pews or hung up in the rough even. Distance should not be a problem if you can get the correct direction.
Can't really aim this at the hole, though. I really needs to play this ball into the center of the green if possible.
Hit it, Wynn. Hit it. Hit it hard.
Well, just a couple rotations shy.
One I've seen all week, though. He's taken a pretty big cut in his practice swing, though.
Decided to carry that ball most of the way to the hole, and might come back some. No, not really. So, pro golfer hotter than bogey in a par 5. Certainly with his length, if he gets the ball in the fairway, you know, he's got a shot at putting it on this green in 2, giving himself a eagle or certainly a
putt there. Of course,
it's amazing how many times he summons something up these par putts and just kind of stares them down and wills them into the hole. See if he can draw on that again.
Slid right, and that will leave Tiger with bogey.
And we go back to the 5th. Tiger, who's hit only 4 fairways today.
Going with the 2-iron here, trying to get it in this fairway. Okay.
Right.
You don't want to get into that kind of mode out here. I know that.
So while they decipher Cabrera to 5.
Second shot for Tiger Woods. Mark Rolfing says it's 139 yards.
Sure, this is just a pitching wedge. Right over the top of the flagstick.
Getting a little better now. Projected cut right now, guys. 10.
Looks like he's got this putt aimed what? 6 feet left of the hole or so, maybe more.
Speed.
Par?
Absolutely.
So Cabrera, if he makes that, will stay at even as our leader to 6, where Tiger's on the tee.
186. Green slopes sharply right to left. Hold down in the front. Yes, one of the best we've seen. Underneath the hole, beautiful.
13th, he missed it. A little bit of left-hand break here.
Take advantage of a good shot. Yep,
There you go.